Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract incredible opportunities while others struggle for years without seeing any real change? The answer lies in understanding something that most people completely miss about how reality actually works. What if I told you that the same principles governing the smallest particles in the universe are also governing your ability to create the life you want? What if manifestation isn't some mystical concept, but actual science that you can learn and apply? Right now, as you watch this video, quantum particles in your body are responding to your thoughts and emotions. Your consciousness is literally influencing matter at the most fundamental level. And once you understand how this works, you'll never look at your power to create change the same way again. Today, we're diving deep into the quantum physics of manifestation, how your consciousness doesn't just observe reality, but actually creates it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your current approach to change might be working against the very laws that govern reality itself. But first, hit subscribe, and if you're ready to start working with quantum principles instead of against them, comment below. I'm ready to quantum create. Most people approach manifestation like they're trying to push a boulder uphill. They think if they just visualize harder, affirm louder, or want something more desperately, they'll eventually force it into existence. But this approach completely ignores what quantum physics has revealed about the nature of reality. At the quantum level, particles don't exist in fixed states. Instead, they exist in what scientists call superposition, multiple potential states simultaneously. It's only when consciousness observes them that they collapse into a single reality. This isn't philosophy, this is measurable science. The same principle applies to your life. Right now, infinite versions of your future exist in quantum superposition. Every possible outcome, every potential timeline, every dream you've ever had exists as a quantum possibility waiting to be collapsed into your physical reality. But here's where most people go wrong. They try to grab their desired reality from a state of lack, desperation, or force. Quantum physics shows us that consciousness doesn't work that way. You can't observe a reality from the frequency of not having it and expect it to manifest. The observer effect in quantum mechanics proves that consciousness influences reality at the most fundamental level. What you focus on literally changes because of your observation. Your attention isn't passive. It's a creative force that shapes the quantum field into physical experience. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop trying to get something and start being the observer who naturally experiences it. Let's get specific about what's actually happening when you manifest. Your brain generates electromagnetic fields that extend beyond your physical body. These fields interact with what quantum physicists call the zero-point field, the underlying energy matrix that connects everything in the universe. Every thought you think creates specific neural patterns that generate unique electromagnetic signatures. These signatures literally broadcast information into the quantum field. The field responds by organizing particles and energy to match the information you're broadcasting. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that when people practice elevated emotions while visualizing their desired outcomes, measurable changes occur in their brain chemistry within minutes. They're literally becoming the neurological version of the person who would naturally attract those experiences. Your heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, 60 times greater than your brain. When you feel genuine gratitude, love, or excitement, your heart creates coherent patterns that synchronize with your brain. This heart-brain coherence creates optimal conditions for quantum manifestation. But here's the crucial part. Your nervous system can't tell the difference between something you are vividly imagining and something you're actually experiencing. When you practice feeling the emotions of your desired reality consistently, you're programming your biology to expect and recognize those experiences as normal. The quantum field doesn't respond to your words or your wishes. It responds to your state of being, the electromagnetic signature you're broadcasting through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Change your state, change your signal. Change your signal, change your reality. This is why two people can take identical actions and get completely different results. Their actions might be the same, but their electromagnetic signatures are broadcasting entirely different information to the quantum field. In quantum mechanics, the act of observation literally determines what becomes real. Before measurement, particles exist in all possible states simultaneously. The moment consciousness observes them, they collapse into a single definite state. You are constantly collapsing quantum possibilities into your physical reality through your observation. But most people don't realize they're observing. They think they're just thinking, feeling, or reacting. In reality, every moment of consciousness is an act of quantum observation that's creating their experience. When you wake up and immediately start thinking about your problems, limitations, and what's not working, you're collapsing quantum possibilities that match those observations. Your consciousness is selecting from infinite potential realities and choosing to experience the ones that confirm your current state. But when you consciously choose to observe possibilities that align with your desired reality, you begin collapsing different quantum potentials. You start experiencing synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and what most people call lucky breaks. The key is understanding that you're always observing and always creating. The question isn't whether you can influence reality through consciousness, you're doing it constantly. The question is, what are you choosing to observe? Most people observe their current reality and then feel the emotions of that reality, which creates more of the same reality. But quantum creators do it in reverse. They feel the emotions of their desired reality first, which collapses quantum possibilities that match those emotions. Your consciousness isn't separate from the quantum field. You are the quantum field becoming conscious of itself. When you change what you're conscious of, you change what the field creates through you. Now let's talk about how to actually apply these principles. Quantum manifestation requires 3 key components: clear intention, elevated emotion, and consistent practice. Clear intention. Your intention acts like a quantum address. It tells the field which of the infinite possibilities you want to experience. But your intention must be specific and feels achievable to your nervous system. Vague intentions create vague results because they don't provide clear quantum information. Elevated emotion. Emotion is the energy that powers quantum creation, but we're not talking about desperate wanting or needy hoping. We're talking about the emotions you would feel if your desired reality was already here. Gratitude, excitement, fulfillment, love. Practice this. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal life as if it's happening right now. Don't think about how it will happen, just experience how it feels to already be living it. Notice how your body responds when you truly feel these elevated emotions. This is your nervous system learning to recognize your desired reality as familiar. Consistent practice. Your nervous system learns through repetition. Spending 10 minutes every day in elevated emotional states creates more quantum shift than sporadic hours of visualization. You're literally training your biology to become comfortable with your new reality before it manifests. Here's a simple daily practice. Every morning, before checking your phone or engaging with your current reality, spend 10 minutes feeling the emotions of your ideal day. Don't visualize what you want to get, embody what you want to be. Throughout the day, catch yourself when you're observing from limitation and consciously shift to observing from possibility. Ask yourself, what would the person living my ideal reality be focusing on right now? The quantum field responds to consistency over intensity. Regular practice creates sustainable transformation because you're gradually becoming the electromagnetic match for your desired experiences.
One of the most fascinating aspects of quantum physics is entanglement. When particles become connected across any distance and instantly influence each other. This same principle applies to your manifestations. When you consistently hold the electromagnetic signature of your desired reality, you become quantum entangled with people, circumstances, and opportunities that match that frequency. This is why manifestation often feels like lucky coincidences or being in the right place at the right time. You're not creating these connections through effort. You're revealing connections that already exist in the quantum field. Every person who could help you achieve your goals, every opportunity that could accelerate your success, every resource you need already exists. Your job is to become the frequency that naturally attracts them. This is why quantum manifestation often produces results that exceed what you originally imagined. When you align with quantum principles, you're not limited by your current knowledge or connections. The field contains infinite possibilities that are beyond your logical mind's ability to conceive. The people meant to be part of your new reality will be drawn to you without you having to convince, chase, or manipulate anyone. The opportunities aligned with your new frequency will present themselves at exactly the right moment. The resources you need will become available through paths you never could have planned. Here's where quantum physics gets really interesting for manifestation. Time isn't linear at the quantum level. All possibilities exist simultaneously in what physicists call the eternal now. This means your desired reality isn't something you have to wait for. It already exists, and you can access it immediately through consciousness. Think of it like tuning into different radio stations. All the stations are broadcasting simultaneously, but you only hear the one you're tuned into. Similarly, all possible versions of your life are happening simultaneously, but you only experience the timeline that matches your current electromagnetic frequency. When people talk about quantum leaps or sudden life changes, they're often describing a shift to a different timeline, a different version of reality that was always available but not previously accessible to their consciousness. This is why transformation can happen so quickly when you understand these principles. You're not building a new reality from scratch, you're shifting your consciousness to align with a reality that already exists. The key is to stop trying to figure out how to get from your current timeline to your desired timeline. Instead, practice being the version of yourself that already exists on that desired timeline. Feel how that version of you feels. Think how they think. Act how they would act. Your current timeline is maintained by your current patterns of thought and emotion. Change the pattern, change the timeline. It's that simple and that profound. The quantum physics of manifestation isn't theory, it's practical technology that you can use immediately. Your consciousness is already creating your reality every moment. The only question is whether you're doing it unconsciously or consciously. Start by becoming aware of your default electromagnetic signature. What thoughts do you think most often? What emotions do you experience regularly? What beliefs do you hold about what's possible for you? This is the signal you're currently broadcasting to the quantum field. Then, consciously choose to broadcast a different signal. Spend time every day embodying the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs of the reality you want to experience. Your nervous system will initially resist because it's designed to maintain familiar patterns, but consistent practice will rewire your biology to support your new reality. Remember, you're not trying to manifest from a place of lack. You're recognizing that everything you desire already exists in quantum potential. Your role is to become the conscious observer who collapses those specific possibilities into physical experience. The universe isn't testing you or making you wait. You're simply learning to align with laws of physics that have always been operating. Once you understand how consciousness creates reality at the quantum level, manifestation becomes as natural as breathing. Your next quantum leap isn't something you have to chase or force. It's something you allow by becoming the electromagnetic match for the reality that's already waiting for you in the quantum field. The same intelligence that organizes galaxies and orchestrates the dance of subatomic particles is available to coordinate your transformation. Trust the process, maintain your frequency, and watch as your reality reorganizes itself around your elevated state of being. Your consciousness is the most powerful creative force in the universe. Now you know how to use it. If this video shifted your understanding of how reality works, subscribe for more quantum manifestation techniques. And remember, you're not just watching these concepts, you're quantum entangled with them. Your reality is already beginning to shift. What reality are you ready to quantum create? Share your insights in the comments below.